Kobe Bryant and I saw each other 3 weeks before he died, New Year's Eve, 2019 going into 2020. Where we were is nobody's business. We were at a party of a superstar that was having a party at his house. And we were there, and people were around and they saw us. And they were wondering what the hell was going on, because even though we'd always see each other and give each other a pound and a hug, we kept hugging each other for like 15 minutes. We were talking. And he was incredibly proud of me because of what I was doing in my career and where I was going. And we were talking about it because he was doing he was doing his thing for ESPN and ESPN Plus Detail. And he knew that I was about to start my production company and stuff like that. And we were talking about collaborating on certain projects and stuff like that coming forward. And we were supposed to meet a few weeks later before his fatal helicopter crash. What I remember about that night is I had never seen him that happy, ever, in all the years that I knew him. And we were talking about his happiness. He was talking about me and what I was accomplishing and what we were going to do. And I was talking to him about his happiness. And he said, it's just a good feeling to know as much stuff that I want to do now, that my initial list, I did it all. They can't say nothing. And he said, for the first time in my life, I'm at peace. You know, he could go to a game with Gianna, God rest her lovely soul, and he could sit up there at the game, and there was no itch to be back on the court. There was no itch to have another championship. There was no itch to be recognized differently or anything like that. He did it. He did it. And he was like, this is what life is all about. When you achieve what you set out to achieve and you know that you left nothing on the table. And when you have that, that is when you are at peace. It doesn't come before then. And he was very, very good and very big on making sure that his story was relatable to everyone in life. He's talking about you guys. He's talking about me. He's talking about Solange. He's talking about everybody. He's talking about whatever it is that's inside of you that does it for you. That's what you're supposed to be going after. He was wise enough to do it and pull it off. And the misery that other people feel is because they know, as I remember this Pastor T.D. Jakes once said, he said, you can lock a tiger or a lion can be born into captivity, and they only know one way. He said, but why is the cage encasing them? He said, because there's something in them that says there's something out there. There's something more out there. And with Kobe, he was like, yeah, I knew there was something out there, and I went and got it. And he said, I want more now, but if everything ended now, I did it. I got my family, I got my kids, and I got all of these accomplishments, and there's nothing that anybody could say. And I'll never forget that as long as I live, how much at peace he was with his life. He was like 40, going 41 years old. And I had never seen anyone his age, including myself, happier than he was that night with his life. And that's what I hold on to. And that's the kind of thing that, I put into my book when I got COVID, and I start reflecting on my life and looking back at things. I'm like, damn, yeah, I'm hungry. Now the book's on the bestseller list.